Thank you very much for being with us here today. And I want to start by thanking Challenge Group for being an important initiator of this conference, Restart IL Economy here in London, which is aimed at bringing investors to Israel. And we would like to start by asking you introduce yourself, tell us a bit about what you do, and tell us about Challenge Investments.
Yeah, so first of all, I would like to thank you for initiating this summit. I think it was really impressive seeing all the people coming from different parts of the world and supporting the Israeli economy, believing in the Israeli innovation ecosystem and seeing the potential in it. So thank you for organizing it. And yes, Ofer Gilboa, the owner and the founder of Challenge Group, took it as a personal initiative, which is, I think, the right thing to do these days, taking the circumstances. So Challenge Investments is actually a new activity. It's an investment activity owned by Ofer and the owners of Challenge Group. We focus on capital markets, direct investments in special situations, real estate, and definitely as we have a very special place in our heart for the Israeli innovation and startups. So we are always looking into investments in early stage Israeli startups. Usually we will do it with seasoned partners. And besides all this, we always choose to work with people who share our values, good people. So is that about it?
Very good. And so tell me, what if you had to sort of characterize what differs Challenge Investments from other investment funds, what are the sort of 2 or 3 points that you believe make it different than others?
Well, I think we have a unique blend. Offer extensive experience as an entrepreneur, as a leader, as a business leader, as somebody who's been involved in special situations, in turnarounds, distressed companies, but also has initiated growth and built a very impressive enterprise, global enterprise, together with my experience of 2 decades in investment management across different sectors. That, and in addition, we are a privately owned entity with a strong capital foundation. And I foresee taking this advantage, looking on the macroeconomic landscape in the coming, let's say, medium term, and I expect to take a very attractive advantage out of it.
And you said you have 2 decades of experience
Yeah.
and a special perspective. So if you look now at the Israeli investment ecosystem, the landscape, so to speak, with all the challenges after the 7th of October, what would you say to investors who are considering investing in Israel, and how do you view that landscape?
Yeah, it's a very good question. But even if you look on the past year, I think it's been a very challenging year, globally speaking. And then if you drill down into the Israeli market, you can see we had a lot of challenges of our own, specific challenges in addition to the global conditions. And following all that, we came to October 7. So clearly, it's a very tough time for startups, especially early stage startups, to raise money these days. Um, but when I look around, I look on a lot of people who joined the army, a lot of teams who are dealing with their personal loss, and at the same time, you can find everywhere the can do attitude. The same exceptional attitude as you see on the battlefield, you see it in business. You see people trying to think out of the box, find innovative solutions, doing special things in terms of business, in terms of social. I think it's a really unique DNA in the Israeli ecosystem. And personally, I'm a strong believer in the Israeli market and the Israeli economy, and especially in the Israeli innovation. So I think we will become even stronger after this crisis. And in investments, the most important thing, in addition to the values and the potential, it's price. So definitely, when you make investment decision. You would like to invest when it's cheap. So basically, I think it's a very attractive time for investors to look into Israeli startups. They can find very attractive opportunities these days.
Well, that's a very encouraging statement to finish this interview with, and I think it came through this conference, the
Yeah.
exact sentiment, and therefore it's no surprise that Challenge Group has decided to be part of it. Thank you very much.
Thank you for letting us. It's really inspiring, and it's a huge honor working with Ofer and seeing his personal contribution to this.
Indeed.